We are currently in my backyard because I am kicking off a new series where we go through an entire home tour room by room. I'm doing a lot of changes, decorating, and updates here in my home, and I want your help. First up, we're gonna go over my backyard. I wanna share some little updates that I did to my pool area. I'm so happy with all the little changes that I've done. Thank you to Walmart for partnering with me on this video. You have to see the things that I've done. It seriously looks amazing. So the main point of this series is to actually get your help decorating some of the areas throughout my house. And I will say this particular space, I don't know what else I could do, but if you guys see anything when I'm sharing the space with you, please put your suggestions down below in the comments. I have a few key areas in this space, but I feel like there's a couple of things that I did that really brought this space to life. First up is adding flowers. I found the most amazing, like luxury high-end resort planters. You can see them right here in the kind of lounger area. I added 2 to this area. They were around $50, so affordable, but they look so high-end and luxurious. I'm going to show you a before of what it looked like without the planters and then see the difference with the planters. That made the biggest difference to this particular area. The size of these planters are amazing, but they do come in a few different sizes. These are very, very impactful, but I even think the size down would be really, really impactful too, depending on the size of your space and just kind of the overall vibe. I actually think I might order 2 more of these to put behind the fire pit. Let me know your thoughts on that. Now that we've covered this entire kind of lounge sun area by the pool, let's talk about my fire pit area. This is the area where I need a little bit of help because I do want to add some flowers to this area, but I'm not sure where. I was actually thinking kind of in the back area along the 2 windows, kind of flanking the fireplace. I feel like the space looks amazing. It's really, really comfortable. And I love being here in the evening with a fire, roasting marshmallows. I also just want to mention real quickly, just like these sun loungers, as well as the chairs that are in the fire pit area, go affordable. Don't spend a ton of money in your outdoor space, especially if it's open to rain and all of the elements. I have done it, and I swear after a year, the outdoor furniture looks horrible. I don't do it again. I saved a ton of money by going affordable with these. I saved a ton of money by going affordable with the chairs by the fireplace. I'll link them down below for you guys. There's just no need to spend a lot of money, but I do love this space, but I do think that it could use a little bit of sprucing up. I'm just not sure what, so let me know your thoughts. Speaking of tips in regards to your outdoor space, 2 things that I do recommend you add if you feel like your space just needs to feel a little bit more lively. 1, live plants. I cannot tell you. I first started out with 2 potted plants. I'll show videos of those. And that was basically my sign to say, add more color, add more florals. I don't know what it is about me, but you guys know I am a neutrals girl, and that is not just in regards to my wardrobe and my handbag collection, but it also happens to be my home decor apparently. Once I started adding flowers out here, I knew I wanted more, and I still feel like I want more, but I'm just not sure where else to put it. So that is where I need your help. As you're looking through the space, please tell me, where do you see more planters? Where do you see more color? And where should I add more? I also want to share with you some pillows that I grabbed from Walmart as well. I grabbed 2 each of these outdoor pillows, and I absolutely love them. Obviously, they're really, really affordable, but they are made with a Scotchgard fabric that's specifically for outdoor elements. I love a good stripe outside, as you can tell, and these to me just feel so elevated and classic, even though they're super affordable. I love this kind of tan stripe, and I think it actually pairs really, really well with the black and white stripe. Here's my question for you. Should I put them in the fire pit area, 2 on each side, or should I put them in the living room sitting area? Let's go ahead and move to that section next. Now, this particular area of my outdoor space is covered. However, it is not enclosed. I am considering adding a screened in area to that entire porch area, which would enclose the living room area, the kitchen area. But I will say I did already get a price quote for that, and it is a lot pricier than I was expecting. But I also feel like it would add almost more square footage to my house, because once you screen in a porch, I just feel like it feels like an extended area of your home. If any of you have a screened in porch at your house, please let me know your pros and cons down in the comments. I really, really want to do it, but I will say it is a large expense, so I'm just not sure if it's 100% worth it. In this particular area, I wanted there to be as much seating as possible in case we had guests, or just for us to be able to really lounge and lay and even watch TV and just be really, really comfortable in this space. So I did put an L-shaped sectional, and then of course I have my egg chair. I originally thought I was going to get rid of the egg chair, but I will say right? It is still the most comfortable spot out here, so I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. It's definitely seen better days, but it's so comfortable. Don't look too closely. I do need to actually replace all of the top cushions on the sectional, but either way, the space is really comfortable, and it has plenty of room for all of us and even guests if they are over. It's not a large space, but it is large enough for us to feel comfortable in the area. We watch TV out here. It's just really comfortable. Speaking of watching TV outside, I personally prefer either watching TV out here in the early morning or in the evening. And if you're in the Texas area, we're definitely struggling with mosquitoes right now. So I wanted to share 2 solutions that I currently added to my patio. First up is going to be this Thermacell mosquito repellent. This one is portable, so you can move it anywhere throughout the space. I can even bring it over to the lounge area if I want. It's really easy to use, and you could take this on vacation or camping if you wanted. You have these like pods that basically have the repellent inside, and then you turn it on. It is battery operated here with this button, and it will heat up and then it will diffuse. And I believe this is about a 25 feet surface area that it is going to protect you. So I definitely recommend this if you're sitting in one particular area to put it in that particular spot. But I highly recommend you grab this. It was super affordable. The next solution that I wanted to share with you was actually something new that I didn't even know existed, and it is for the string lights that are above my fire pit area. You actually replace one of the light bulbs with it, and then you have this remote control to turn it on. It's kind of genius, and I love that idea if I have guests over and I need it to repel a larger area. The area for the light bulb is like 100 feet, which is pretty amazing, and is basically going to cover my entire patio area. If you're in Texas, I kind of feel like both are a must, but you need to at least grab one. Next up, let's talk about the outdoor kitchen. I actually did a little bit of a facelift to this area just a few months ago. And honestly, just that little bit of a makeover made such an impact in this space. I had to replace the entire countertop. I went with a black kind of leather finish granite, and it looks really good. I did extend it a little bit just to have a little bit more surface area for prep, or even just for sitting down to eat. I added some smaller bar stools just to put a few more in that area. I do have some temporary bar stools on the other side. Those are not going to stay, but I just threw them there because I had them, and just to have some extra seating, especially right now during the summertime. The barbecue pit that's there is original. It came with the house when I purchased it. I did add a little mini fridge. I will keep you updated on how long that lasts, because technically it's not an outdoor mini fridge, but I am thinking and hoping that since it's covered, it'll do okay. And it's been working, 0 problems so far. But I really love this space. It's really comfortable for cooking and grilling in this area. I have thought about possibly adding a flat top to this area. I just don't know how I would do that or where I should. And is a flat top worth it? I kind of want to get something, I don't know. I'll link the thing that I've been considering getting down below in the info box for you guys if you want to see what I'm talking about. But I really love having an outdoor kitchen. I've used it so much more than I thought. Next up, let's go ahead and look kind of behind me at the pool area and just my backyard in general. I really am absolutely obsessed with this space. The boys absolutely love it. The dogs absolutely love it. And I feel like we get a lot of use out of this space. And so for me, making it really beautiful was so important. I know I mentioned earlier a couple of tips that I recommended in regards to making your space feel a little bit more lively. First up is going to be the fresh flowers. That's going to be tip number 1. Tip number 2 is going to be to add bird seeds or bird feeders throughout the space as well. That has really brought a lot of animals in the space, which again just makes it feel a little bit more lively. Those are 2 things that I did back here a little bit more recently that I feel like have just made this space feel a lot more homey and honestly enjoyable. I did remove my hummingbird feeders, but I also recommend checking out the hummingbird kind of travel zone for your particular area and adding 1 or 2 hummingbird feeders during those peak times. The last piece that I wanted to share with you guys that I picked up from Walmart is this smaller pot. I added a succulent style plant in this particular one, but if you are a black and white checkered fan, if you know, you have got to get this pot. It was like $8 and it looks like the luxury version. So there you have it. There is my entire backyard. I really love this space and always looking for ways to improve it. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to link everything that I can from this entire space down below in the info box. Make sure to use those links if you're going to do any shopping. Thanks again to Walmart for partnering with me on this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.